People, how you doing? David Taub here, co-creator of NextLevelGuitar.com. Hope all is going well, and I hope your guitar journeys are going famously. And today, I have a little lead guitar lesson on using some slide licks to create some new sounds and maybe springboard you into some new territories. We're using a jam track today in the key of B minor, and it's just a simple 2-chord progression. It's a B minor 11 to an A suspended 2nd chord. Always know the chords in which you're jamming over. It's the chords that give you the full roadmap to solo and improvisational avenues. The key is just a small part of it. And over both these chords you could solo with B minor, pentatonic, and blues, and also B natural minor. And I'll show you some of those scales in a second. Before we get going, if you get a chance, please subscribe to the channel. You know, subscribing to the channel really helps us to keep the content coming. Leave a comment in the YouTube comment box below and we'll get some dialogue going back and forth. Let us know what lessons you'd like to see. Maybe let us know what you like or what you don't like about the lesson, and you know, some things you'd like to learn. If you like the video, click the thumbs up, give it a like, and we really appreciate that. So over both these chords, B natural minor or B Aeolian mode is a great choice, and what I did was I was using like the notes, instead of playing vertically, I was kind of sliding across the string. So knowing your scales both vertically and horizontally is a great idea. For instance, B natural minor, you might know this position here off the 7th fret on the low E string B note. You might also know the one off the A string root, 2nd fret. Know your expanded minor, pentatonic, and blues scale. It's a scale we use a lot in these lessons. In the key of B, it looks like this. And if you want to see more of these scales diagrammed out across the whole neck, I can help you with that. Click on the link below in the YouTube description box. I'll send you a free video lesson teaching all kinds of other cool soloing strategies and way to get some different sounds, but also an ebook where I have like 29 different scales diagrammed out, all kinds of soloing tricks and tips and strategies and more lessons, and I'll send it to you for free. Just click on that link below from Next Level Guitar. You know, knowing those scales vertically is great, but it's also nice to learn them across the strings. So for instance, and just know, in the key of B minor, your B natural minor scale is B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A, and we're back to B. So if you could kind of pick one string, like for instance, let's take the G string. Start here on the 2nd fret, that's our A note, A. 4th fret would be our B. 6th fret is our C sharp. Then we have our 7th fret, D, 9th fret E, so you get this. Right? And then if you keep going with that, you can go up to your F sharp at the 11th fret, 12th fret G, 14th fret, 16th fret, right? So kind of get this. If I do it with one finger, and that's kind of cool because, as you saw in the opening, I was kind of sliding along that one string. Right? And you can descend the licks like that. Kind of hover around those B notes, right? Because that's your root note. Adding in a little palm muting. And then you could kind of switch strings if you want. On the B string, if you switch strings, it's nice because you have open B, then you have C sharp on the 2nd fret, D on the 3rd, E on the 5th, F sharp on the 7th, G on the 8th, A on that 10th fret, and there's your, back to your octave B. And you can keep going. So you could do cool, kind of cool slide licks, and then you could kind of even like skip intervals. Like instead of going right from the C sharp to the D, go from the C sharp maybe up to the E. Then you go back to the D, and go up to the F sharp. You know, get all kinds of kind of cool ideas. And then once you get good at that, you know, learn your scale across on the high E string too, and then you could kind of combine all those. I'm going all the way up to my high B note. That's at that 19th fret on the high E. You know, and that just kind of opens up the floodgates, you know, descending. There's just so much you could do and so much neck you can cover, right? If you play horizontally. And like on the high E string, we have our high B. So if you want to go from there, you can go right down the scale, just so I could show you the notes. You have that 19th, you have 17th, 15th, 14th fret, 12th, that's our E, 10th is our D, 9, 7, 5, that's our A, 3 is our G, F sharp. And then you're back into that shape that I showed you before. So you could slide that around. There I was jumping intervals and kind of sliding around. I mean, it's endless what you could do. So you could see the value of learning your scales vertically, of course, right? Like most people do, but also horizontally. And then putting them together. Like I played a cool arpeggio lick at the top of that jam. I played. And I like doing stuff like that because it kind of gives you some new sounds. So there I was just taking like a B minor arpeggio. And then, but I was sliding it into those notes. Right? Or I was sliding it into that C sharp, D, E, and F sharp. So you put it all together. Right? And then I kind of slid back and forth. And you get all these kind of cool tones. Mix up the timing of it, right? So another cool thing I like doing is targeting the root note, in this instance B, and you could use the 7th fret here on the D string. Slide into that, and then slide from way down a whole step down, and a whole step back up. And I did that up here at the higher octave. Knowing where those root notes are and then kind of using these slides to kind of create some different sounds is kind of a cool way that you can open up the floodgates to some cool licks, especially if you know the notes horizontally, because you're going to be sliding, right? Either descending or ascending. So it's nice picking all those notes out per string. So I get a lot of questions about gear. So the gear I'm using in this lesson is, this is a Japanese made Horizon, ESP Horizon E2 model, 2017 model, and I have this plugged straight into the front of a PRS Archon 25 watt 112 combo amp, and the only effect I'm using is, by the way, I'm on channel 1, which is the lead channel of the amp, and the only effect I have is a Keeley Caverns pedal in the effects loop, and that's giving me a little bit of delay and a little bit of reverb. So you can hear that. Have fun with it, right? If you want the jam track I use in this lesson, I'll put that, click on that link to give you more information on how you can get that in the description box. If you want the free video lesson, don't forget, free video lesson on tons and tons of soloing strategies and scale diagrams in the ebook. Click on that link below. I'll send that to you for free from Next Level Guitar. Subscribe to the channel. That really helps us keep the content coming, and we so appreciate it. Stay tuned for more great lessons. I'm going to jam a little bit. I'm David Taub, co-creator of Next Level Guitar. You take care, and remember, your guitar playing is an evolution. Rock on.